Hello everyone, I am home today. I am taking some time here at home to get some things done and thought I would just give you a little note to say you are needed and it is time to walk into your calling. I think so many times we get just down in the dumps. We just feel like we're left out. We're pouting. Nobody thinks about us, and that's just a lie of the enemy. That's all that is. And I just want to tell you, we've all been there, but there has to come a point that we have to say that that's not God and we're going forward. And it's time to go forward. It's time to put those thoughts behind us. It's time to just walk it out, because let me tell you something. There's a whole world out there that's waiting on you. You carry things that other people need, and only you can do that. We are a team. Sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes we only see, one side of things, who's on the podium or who has the microphone or whatever, but there's so much more. And, maybe you do feel that that's where you're called to do. And if that's it, then go for it. Go, ask others. It's where you want to be. Say, hey, how did you get this thing started? How did you go about it? But I just want to say, be cautious of chatter. Be cautious of things, that people say when they're just down and they're out and they just want to point out the blame and they want to point it towards someone else. No, only you can walk out all the things that God has called you to do. And your leaders and your, family, your friends, those that are in your life are those that need you. They need you to step up. They need you to walk this thing out and stop pointing the blame. They need you to stop, settling. It's time to mature and be like, you know what? I heard God and God told me to do this and I'm going to do it. And have that boldness and confidence to walk that thing out. There was times where I just felt like I was shut up, like I just couldn't release things, and I felt like I'll never speak like them, or I could never do that. And I had to work through some junk to be able to be like, no, you can do those things. You can release things, and you can, this is okay. And when He's called you to that, there's a grace upon your life to be able to walk those things through. So many times we look at like certain callings or ministries or whatever, and we're like, oh man, that's too hard, or they've got to be so tired. Let me tell you something. If you're doing what He's called you to do, He will give you rest. He will give you peace. And there's just this flow of just abundance and an amount of joy that comes with it. He's not going to just sling you out there. And so I just think that there's a time where we have to get to the point where we know, okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm called to, and I'm going to walk this thing out. You got to be dedicated. You got to get in there. You got to press through and just stop the chatter. Stop it. If there's people around you that's trying to just, pull you back, or they don't love you, they don't support you, they don't care about you, they don't think you're worthy, that's just a lie. That's a lie of the enemy. And you have to be able to recognize those things when they come, because that's nothing but division. And there's people out there that have that spirit upon them that they will divide. They will divide you from your friendships. They will divide you from your family, and they will divide you from anything that you're called to do. Why? Because they're not doing what they're called to. They'll not submit to whoever they're supposed to be submitted to. And so it's just so easy to get caught up in that we miss the whole thing. And let me tell you, there's people that need you. And so I'm just telling you, if you're waiting on another confirmation, this is your confirmation to walk it out, to do it, to do whatever it is God's called you to. And if you need help finding out what that is, ask. Go to those that go to those that are doing what you want to do and ask them. Don't ask somebody that's not walking in their calling, because they'll only keep you stuck. You need to ask someone that's actually walking it out. So I just want to tell you today that you are needed, you are worthy, you're mighty, and that you're going to do it. but no one else can do it for you. You have to be willing to take that step for yourself. But you can do it, and I'm for you, and I know God's for you, and if He's for you, nobody can be against you. So I love you. I just wanted to drop that little note today, and I hope you have a great day, and I will talk with you soon.